Hello, my name is Brian Elmore, and I'm your host at the King James Bible Survival School. Hey, man, listen. I've been asked about several knives, and people know me, and they know I like knives, and I have several of them. But I was asked which knife would I use more in a survival time frame or a survival situation. Well, which knife would I most likely would not want to be without if I could only choose one knife? So, but to know that, and also just exactly how many knives and which one's my favorite, and how many do I have, and just kind of give a view of all of the different knives that I have, and the good stuff and the bad stuff when it comes to the pros and cons, so to speak, about the different knives. So the knife that I use the most, I'm going to start with the one I use the most, which would probably be this little one here. I'm going to open it up for you now. But I think it run about $16 at Academy. It's just this little old timer, trying to get the little old timer logo on there. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. So anyway, little old timer. It's about 16 bucks. That's one I use the most of. Fits in my pocket. So, and the reason why I use it the most of it's because it's pretty much handy. So I pretty much have it accessible to me. Pretty much at all times. So this thing here is really a pretty good little knife. It's got 3 little knives on it. Works out pretty good. The next knife that I used the most is after that one is probably would be this one here. This is that Bear Grylls knife with a little pouch in it. It's got the little whistle and the magnesium fire starter and a little hammer on the back and a little deal here. But I have broken this before, and I took it back over to Academy. This is where I bought this one. And without a receipt or anything, they just gave me another one, and I thought that was pretty cool of them. I mean, I did buy it from them, so if they were warranting their product, that's pretty cool. I thought so. So then, another one that I bought and I broke was this one here. This one here is that one from Walmart. It's about 25 bucks or so. It's called the Carnivore, and what I did was I didn't like that big white stuff, so I spray painted that black. So, but as you can see, I mean this is a pretty stout knife, and it's kind of thick. You can kind of see how thick it is. It's kind of thick. So, but it does have these little rigid teeth right here, and I don't really care for all that, especially when you're trying to benay wood or split some wood or something like that. And but as far as the little hatchet goes, but what I did was this: is I hit it about 8 or 10 times. I was popping some wood, and in the handle it kind of breaks something, and the handle makes the handle loose. So that's not really my favorite either. But I was trying to. What I've been trying to do is I've been trying to find one that I can pretty much just beat up and do what I want to do with it. I can stick it in the dirt. I can carve a tree with it. I can split logs with it. I can I can do anything I want to. I can clean fish and whatnot. I do have to say that I thought maybe the Harbor Freight knife was going to be the knife to have because it was inexpensive, and if it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, well, then I haven't really lost much because it was only about 8 bucks. But I hit this about 3 times. I got another video on this, and I hit it about 3 times, and it broke. So, yeah, that really wasn't worth a darn either. Then this was the Harbor Freight machete. Better back that up a little bit. This is the Harbor Freight machete. It was about $4, $4 or $5, I think. So, but it has a very comfortable handle, and the blade doesn't really stay sharp a lot, but hey, I got a grinder and a file, so I don't really care. This one here is probably my second favorite knife right here as far as like going around and beating up stuff with it. But I do want to give a shout out to Really Big Monkey 1 because he recommended on his channel, he's got like bouquets of knives, man, and machetes and all that kind of stuff. And I'm a machete kind of guy. I like a big knife. But I'm really pleased about this one here. I just got it in the mail about a day or so ago, and it was around $100. It came from OntarioKnifeStore.com. I think there's a couple dashes in there, but anyway, you know, it's out of Lafayette. I mean, out of Opelousas, Louisiana, or maybe Shreveport. Yeah, somewhere over that way. But this knife here is a really pretty cool knife. You can see I've already, you know, I've been using it, and it was dirty, and I washed it because it was going to be on video. But you can see how this material that this thing has been powder coated on. This is a really, I don't know what they call it, but it's very high quality. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think I'm gonna be. I don't think that's gonna come off. Is what I'm saying. It's like a Rhino liner, but a smooth Rhino liner. And man, is that thing freaking thick, brother? Check that out, man. That's a full 1/4 inch thick knife. So, yeah, man, I can shoot it this way or use it this way, man. It ain't gonna matter. I don't think this is gonna break anything. It's got a full tang to it, and as you can see, you know, it's a pretty comfortable handle. It comes with a pretty cool knife. It comes with a pretty cool knife handle. So after you know, attaching it on there, it fits pretty good to the hand. And I guess this one here is my overall favorite. Not because it's the newest. I think because it'll last me a lot longer than any one of these other knives. It was the S5053 or 52 or something like that. I had the receipt laying around here forever. Now I don't know what to do with it. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it is the SP53, the second generation. So, hey man, I really recommend this knife here. I think once you have it in your hand, you're gonna see how indestructible this thing pretty much will be. Even if the blade breaks, they've still got a lot of room to go in there and remodify it or resharpen it out, or even redesign it, even if you needed to. So this one here, it looks like that's the ticket. It's got a nice little handy strap, and it. Boom, boom, boom. I think it's going to work good. Yay! But anyway, I guess to answer the question, which one would I not want to be without? It'd be a toss-up between my little one right here or this one right here. I mean, I do a lot of stuff with this one here. I mean, I just do a lot of stuff, but I guess in a wilderness survival situation, I guess it'd probably rather be this one. I mean, I can split wood, I can process, you know, alligator, or I could, you know, defend myself. I'd have a weapon to defend myself against whatever elements that came. If it's not my .40 caliber, then I'd rather have this one here, man. I mean, if it was defense, I own a .40 caliber, man. I own one, and I'd like to have that, the G23. Now, I mean, that for defense purposes, out in the marsh, alligator comes, man. You don't have the problem with that no more. You know, that's over with. So, but as far as the knives go, I guess it'd probably be this one here. This is one I'd probably take if I had the opportunity to or the time to make a rational decision. Oops, I don't need one of these. I guess it'd probably be this one here. Let's give y'all one more close up on it to let y'all know. I mean, that is really a pretty cool deal, and you can see how that texture is on that black texture here. Now there's something about the stealth mode. Oh, and by the way, when you buy this thing, it says that it comes in a cardboard sheath, but this is actually what came with it, which was pretty cool because, you know, it's got the sheath holder. It's got double handle holders here. It's got a front pocket here to put something else in. I intend on putting a fire steel in there and a knife sharpener, a sharpening stone. So between a fire steel and a sharpening stone, I mean, if you was out in the marsh or you was out in anywhere, actually, and this and the fire, so you got fire, you got protection. Yeah, I mean, it's a really pretty cool program, I think. So you got a lot of room in the sheath for, you know, other items. So yeah, I think that'd be it. Once again, my name is Brian Elmore, and I'm your host at the King James Bible Survival School. Oh, and by the way, David Parsons, man, I really want to appreciate the fact that you recommending this knife to me, man, because I was watching your video and that's where I seen it at. So I just want to really thank you for that, because I've been really looking for a knife where I didn't really have to worry about, you know, treating it rough. You know, I want a knife that is going to last a while, and I think this will do the trick. So, David, once again, thanks, and God bless y'all, man. Oh, wait a minute! Found my one last little thing. I've been trying to do videos without this thing right here, this little remote control deal. Man, it makes it a whole lot easier. So I went out and bought a camera that's got one of these little remote control deals. But then about, I don't know, maybe about 3 days after I bought the camera, I lost the freaking deal. But now I finally found it, so I'm back on track. So hey, yeah. The moral of that story is keep up with the the deal here. Rock on, y'all. Have a good one. Bye.